Jerry Jones, the owner and general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, continues to face criticism for the team's prolonged Super Bowl drought, now approaching 3 decades. Despite his unwavering commitment to leading the franchise, recent seasons have highlighted significant challenges under his stewardship. In the 2024 season, the Cowboys finished with a disappointing 7-9 record, placing third in the NFC East and missing the playoffs. This performance was marred by a series of setbacks, including a 47-9 loss to the Detroit Lions and a 34-6 defeat against the Philadelphia Eagles, where the team committed 5 turnovers and managed only 146 total yards, their worst offensive performance at home in 15 years. Critics argue that Jones's dual role as owner and general manager has led to questionable decision-making, particularly in contract negotiations and free agency. Notably, the delayed contract extension for wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, which could have been secured earlier at a lower cost, exemplifies these concerns. Additionally, the team's reluctance to invest heavily in free agency has drawn scrutiny, with some analysts labeling the Cowboys as a cheap franchise due to their low cash spending compared to other NFL teams. The Cowboys' struggles are further compounded by the success of their NFC East rivals. The Philadelphia Eagles, for instance, have demonstrated effective leadership and collaboration between their front office and coaching staff, resulting in a return to playoff contention. In contrast, the Cowboys' internal dynamics and decision-making processes have been called into question, with some suggesting that the lack of a clear hierarchy and bureaucratic hurdles impede timely and effective actions. As the Cowboys prepare for the upcoming season, there is growing speculation about potential changes within the organization. Head coach Mike McCarthy, in the final year of his contract, faces increasing pressure to deliver results, and there are calls for a comprehensive rebuild of the roster. However, any significant transformation would require Jones to reassess his approach to team management and consider delegating general manager responsibilities to a dedicated professional. Until such changes are made, the Cowboys risk remaining stagnant, with their all-in mentality amounting to little more than rhetoric. The clock is ticking for Jerry Jones to make pivotal decisions that could alter the franchise's trajectory and restore its former glory. The future of the Carolina Panthers is starting to look brighter, and it's all thanks to the remarkable turnaround of their young quarterback, Bryce Young. After a rocky start to the 2024 season, which saw the former number 1 overall pick benched by Week 2, Young has silenced critics and earned admiration from unexpected sources, including Dallas Cowboys star linebacker Micah Parsons. Speaking on his podcast, The Edge with Micah Parsons, the 2-time All-Pro praised Young's resilience and the Panthers' upward trajectory, describing Young as the kind of franchise player who needed time to grow. Parsons emphasized that patience is key when building around young talent, stating, "Sometimes you just have to let these guys grow." Young's growth became evident in the second half of the season. In his final 10 games, he posted impressive numbers, completing nearly 62% of his passes, throwing for over 2,100 yards, and scoring 15 touchdowns with just 6 interceptions. The season finale was a career highlight, a thrilling 44-38 overtime victory against the Atlanta Falcons, where Young accounted for 5 total touchdowns. This turnaround isn't just about stats, it's about leadership and confidence. Young's poise on the field, even in challenging moments like a tough loss to Parsons' Cowboys in Week 15, showcased his ability to command the offense and inspire his team. Head coach Dave Canales deserves credit too. His early decision to bench Young wasn't a sign of giving up. It was a chance for the quarterback to regroup. The result was a stronger, more focused Bryce Young, ready to lead the Panthers forward. As the Panthers shift focus to the 2025 season, optimism is high. Parsons himself believes Carolina could be a surprise contender next year. "This is the type of team that you're going to be scared of," Parsons remarked, pointing to Young's late-season resurgence as the catalyst for a potentially dangerous squad. But there's work to do. While Young has proven he can be the cornerstone of this franchise, the Panthers need to build a more competitive roster around him. Free agency and the NFL draft present opportunities to address weaknesses, particularly on defense and in their offensive weapons. Carolina finished just 3 games out of second place in the NFC South, proving they're closer to playoff contention than their record suggests. If they can capitalize on key off-season moves, the combination of Young's rising star and a stronger supporting cast could make them legitimate threats in the NFC. Bryce Young's journey hasn't been easy, but his story is far from over. With the right support and continued growth, the Panthers might just find themselves back in the postseason spotlight, and Micah Parsons might not be the only one singing their praises. The Dallas Cowboys are at a crossroads when it comes to their head coaching position, and the clock is ticking. With Mike McCarthy's contract set to expire in just 2 days, the Cowboys' exclusive negotiating period with their incumbent coach is nearing its end. The question on everyone's mind is, will McCarthy stay, or are the Cowboys preparing for a new era? McCarthy has had a respectable run in Dallas, boasting a 49-35 record during his tenure and leading the team to 3 playoff appearances. However, his postseason performance, just 1-3 in playoff games, has left many questioning whether he's the right person to lead the Cowboys to their long-awaited Super Bowl return. The prestige of coaching the Cowboys. Despite the uncertainty surrounding McCarthy's future, one thing remains clear. The Dallas Cowboys head coaching job is still one of the most coveted in the NFL. A recent poll conducted by The Athletic ranked the Cowboys as the top coaching destination among 7 potential openings, ahead of high-profile franchises like the Jaguars, Patriots, and Raiders. Why? The Cowboys offer a unique mix of prestige, resources, and stability. While their financial situation is tight due to salary cap constraints and the need to extend star players like Micah Parsons, the team's strong drafting history and young talent pipeline make the job appealing. NFL insiders have pointed out that working under Jerry Jones provides job security, with Jones showing patience toward his head coaches. 5 coaches since 2000, each given at least 3 years. Moreover, the opportunity to end the Cowboys' nearly 3-decade-long Super Bowl drought is an enticing challenge for any ambitious coach looking to cement their legacy. What's next for Mike McCarthy? While there have been discussions between McCarthy and Jerry Jones about football matters, ESPN's Adam Schefter reported that no substantial progress has been made on a new contract. This has sparked speculation about whether Jones is quietly evaluating other options. Schefter noted, as long as there's no deal in place, you have to wonder what Jerry Jones is waiting for. The longer this drags on, the more it feels like a change might be coming. McCarthy's postseason struggles are a major sticking point, and it's clear that Jones is weighing his options carefully. If the Cowboys do decide to part ways with McCarthy, they could take control of the coaching hiring cycle, potentially bringing in a high-profile candidate to reinvigorate the team. Speculation on future coaching moves. If the Cowboys move on from McCarthy, several names are already being floated as potential candidates. Some speculate that Jones could pursue an offensive-minded coach like Ben Johnson, the highly regarded offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Others believe Jones might look to a proven winner like Sean Payton, who has ties to the organization and a history of success with the New Orleans Saints. Another possibility is a bold move for a college coach with an innovative approach, similar to the success stories of Matt Rule and Jim Harbaugh in recent years. Regardless of who might replace McCarthy, the Cowboys' rich history and potential for success make this a career-defining opportunity for any incoming coach. The stakes are high. As the January 16th deadline looms, Jerry Jones faces a pivotal decision. The Cowboys are a franchise with a storied past, but an increasingly impatient fanbase. The clock is ticking, and the choice Jones makes will not only shape the 2025 season, but could determine the trajectory of the team for years to come. One thing is certain, all eyes are on Dallas. Will McCarthy get another chance, or is a new chapter about to begin for America's team?